Okay guys, I'm gonna fix this broken pipe sewer drain. It's a 4-inch. I put a post hole digger right through it. So I'm gonna add a piece to it. I'm gonna patch it. Need to dig around it. So I'm gonna do that and I'll be right back. Alright you guys, I've got it all dug up around there. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut the pipe probably somewhere around here and right there. And I'm gonna put these fittings, slide them up on the pipe. I got 2 of them. Slide this one on this end. Then I'm gonna take and cut this pipe, the length that goes in between those 2 pipes that I'm gonna cut out. And I'm gonna get to cutting and I'll show you after it's cut. Alright you guys, I got that piece of broken pipe cut out of there, right there. You take a look at it. I got the sleeves slid up on it. And what I'm gonna do now, you make sure you dig underneath it real good. So you can, on both sides, because you're gonna need that room for your hacksaw to fit in there. Or you could use a Sawzall. That would work better, but you're still gonna make sure you got enough room to get in there and work. So I got it dug out pretty good. And you put these on and you slide them all the way back. Don't use regular couplings because you can't get them, they won't slide back like that. Now you can get a PVC coupling for repairs that will slide all the way back, but I found these were $8 or 7 something, and the couplings were 9 something. So these are cheaper than the couplings, the PVC couplings. And now I'm just going to cut this pipe, the side that goes in there, and I'll slip it in there and slide these bands up and tighten them down on here and on the pipe that I'm going to put in there, right there, here and on the pipe, on the old pipe and on the new pipe. And when I get it cut and in there, I'll show you before I tighten them down. Yeah, I mentioned earlier about these sleeves. They slide over the pipe and they'll slide all the way down. And you can get PVC sleeves, which they cost a little bit more. But I was mentioning about a coupling. If you get a coupling, it's got to stop in there. You know, it won't go all the way down in there. It'll stop, you know, halfway, because it's got to stop. So if you're trying to fix a pipe and you can't lift up one of the ends, then you're gonna have to do this with these sleeves, so they slide, you know, slide all the way on there and all the way off. And before you get started, make sure you have your bands loose so they slide good. And if you did want to use couplings, you can do that, but you would have to dig out enough pipe where you could actually lift it up and put it on one end, then kind of halfway put it on the other end and push down, and it'll slide in there. But maybe if I run into a problem like this again, I'll do a video on that. But you can do it without it, but it's a lot harder. These sleeves are a lot better if you're just doing a little patch like this without having to dig all this pipe up. All right, I'm going to stop right now, and I'm going to put it on there, and I'll show you when I get done. I got it in there. All I got left to do is tighten up the bands, and then the job will be done. But I did mention I used a hacksaw to cut the PVC pipe with. I mentioned a Sawzall would work. I don't have one, but if anybody wanted to donate one, I'd take it for sure. And all I gotta do is tighten up these bands, and then I set the post. See, that set me back hitting this pipe about $28 plus time and labor. So I'm having to do this for free. But then but I got to do this video, so I'm gonna go ahead and tighten up the bands and bury it up, and I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching.